of a questionable sexual orientation. So, if you're a little bit homophobic and you see this symbol, look away, because we're getting gay.
I don't want to drive more than 35 minutes, though. So Banyan, someone on the website named Banyan, submitted this and said, Ben, I just want to let you know you look like one half of the Toy Box Killers. His name is Roy Norris. Look, people, especially hacks on the internet, love to tell other people what they look like. It's their favorite thing. There's usually Reddits for every podcast or whatever. They think it's very funny to just post pictures of, they see someone on their feed who maybe they wear glasses and they also have a mustache, and then they post a photo of that person and go, Ben, question mark. This is what most Reddits are that are fans of comedy podcasts for whatever reason, is just they see a guy who looks like another guy and then they post it. And everybody has a big laugh, and they do this pretty much every day. This one was not this was very, very keen here. I don't know how I've never got this one. It's not to be confused with the Toy Box Killer. But this is they were a serial killer team. Lawrence Bittaker, he got the death penalty. Roy kind of ratted him out. This is him. Like, damn, man. Damn, that sucks. That when I'm wearing my black frames, dude, when I'm right here, when I'm wearing my black frames and I got the stash going, it's uncanny. Never have got this comparison once in my life. I have no idea how. And yeah, so what they did is they would pick up hitchhikers on the Pacific Coast Highway, young women. They practiced this for 6 months. They got a van. I'll show you the van because it's really neat. I've never seen a van like this. Called a Verlander or something, a GMC Vendura. This was their van, and they liked it because the doors didn't have to close fully, and they could kind of peek out and grab women and pull them in. But they went up and down Pacific Coast Highway, picking up hitchhikers for months, trying to practice. And these two guys, Bittaker and Norris, they met in prison together. San Quentin, I believe it was. They were in and out all. You know, Dave McGowan doesn't even really talk about these guys, but he references them early on in the book, saying, you know, the lone serial killer thing is a myth. He doesn't buy it. He thinks all these killings are intentional. They always have ties to intelligence or the MK Ultra program or Operation Phoenix, or, you know, we've been over all this stuff. Some sort of cover for organized crime, the same as the satanic cult stuff is often a cover for organized crime, human trafficking, whatnot, right? These guys, they were a team. They were the Toolbox Killers. They had underneath the bed of their truck here, there was a mattress they had, because of course you need a mattress if you're the Toolbox Killer. You know, you can't have an air mattress back there, and you can't just have a bunch of blankets. I mean, you're getting to work. And then beneath the mattress, they had a toolbox of stuff. They had pliers, sledgehammer, stuff like that. We can't get into the specifics of it, or we're staying online today, folks. We're not getting it taken down today. They picked up about 20. February to June 1979, they picked up about 20 female hitchhikers, but they never did anything. They would be in the role play of figuring out how to lure them, how to manipulate them. They had to spend time. These are day gaming serial killers. They would pick up women, practice on them, but then they let them go. And they found an isolated fire road in the San Gabriel Mountains, just north of Covina, actually. Wait, what's going on? Is everyone behaving? Yeah, so this is the photo I was going to get down to at the bottom. See that? That one is, man, that one's good. Man, that one is good. Here, I'll just get to it now. I'll show you right here. Dewey. Hold on. This is what he looks like when he's older. They're both dead now. Bittaker died, awaiting the death penalty. He was on death row. Norris pled guilty and ratted him out. That's me. That's what I'm going to look like when I'm older, I guess. Kind of looks like my son. But that was Bittaker. He was the real mastermind behind the whole thing. Real scumbag. They had about 5 or 6 victims, and they taped it and took them up in the mountains, and they did a bunch of horrible things on that fire road with the van. They took Polaroids and everything. One of the ladies they dumped in Sunland, up in Tahunga, up north of here. They dumped her. So the last lady they killed, they dumped her body in some ivy bushes in the front of someone's house in a suburb because they wanted the press to see it. They're like, the way the press could respond to this could really, really do something for us. But then, of course, they ran to a bar. They bragged about it. Again, not to be confused with the Toy Box Killer. The Toy Box Killer is a guy by the name of, I think it was David Parker Vaughn? David Parker, we're going to get to that, but that's, I mean, look at that, dude. That is me. That is me. That's me. That's you, and that's me. Drops of water. And you're a mountaintop water drop. That's me, right there. That's me. These guys are psychopaths. These guys are... Now, you read about these people. Supposedly, Bittaker had this incredible guy on the left. Incredible IQ. Really smart. Don't fall for this. Psychopaths, this is brain damage. People who have a high intelligence are always more empathic. Always. Empathy is higher. Don't listen to the material world goblins saying, the smartest people alive are psychopathic. And no. The people at the top are psychopaths because they are willing to hurt, take advantage of people, manipulate people, lie to people. Chronic lying, you'll climb the ladder quick. Just being kind of a fun scumbag, you'll be able to swindle a lot of people, take advantage of many groups. But psychopaths are not smarter. There's no correlation there. The truly intelligent people of the world care about civilization. I know that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. There'll be people fighting in the comments right now, but it's actually true. The Socrates, the Plato, the people back when civilization was a nice, real, good thing, where people cared about the other. How dumb do you got to be to not care about your neighbor? You make the world worse for other people. You also make the world worse for yourself. How dumb do you got to be? People that litter, people that just throw shit out, people that hurt other people, poison the well of their environment. They don't care. You live here too, man. But they can't think. They can't think about themselves tomorrow. They can't think about themselves in a week, in a month. It's just, I want the shiny thing now. I want the screams now. I want the big bag with the dollar sign on it now. I don't care about the repercussions. I take. To love, to care about others, you raise your awareness. You actually become more aware. That's a higher vibration. Lower vibration stuff is hating, hurting, being greedy, taking, coveting, jealousy. These things are low vibrate. You're moving closer to the animals, actually. You're moving further and further into a soulless hell. With the bovine, No, you got to raise your awareness. You got to love. You got to keep your eye on heaven. You got to live in the light. That's the thing about civilization now is they tell you if you're happy, you're dumb. If you love people, if you trust people, you're dumb. Don't let them take the spark.